Kings and the Carolina Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium, taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. And some space here. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They fake the give. Newton. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing this way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They snap it to Newton. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, this is Jackson. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Newton now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Craig. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Carter. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They hand it off to Portis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones now in motion left. Now Newton on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Newton. He finds his man complete. That's Craig. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Newton on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Newton's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, it's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second down now. It's Craig. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Newton now to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Mahomes now on first down. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing on second down. Newton. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Now here's Mahomes. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Room here to run. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
And he coughed it up. About 3 yards there to the 27. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Newton on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Vikings now heading on to the field. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Back to throw, Newton. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Newton, and his pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Panthers... 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll run with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Newton's going to throw it. Drops this one off to Portis. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On the give, here's Portis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.